Well, welcome back to Tales of Arise, everyone. In the last stream, there was lots of pain and misery and suffering. We can now feel pain as well, and we have no party members. There is no rescuing Shihon. We are forever stuck with Tan Man.
Niori. Shion. I... Damn it. Dazzle! Soaring light spear! Shockwave flash! Lightning thrust!
Now we have to be careful.
Light spear! Lightning thrust! Soaring light spear! Tear! Shockwave flash! Blow away! Be still! Soaring light spear! Take this! Luna Rondo! Soaring light spear!
Ouch.
Eat dirt!
I forgot I don't have the flame sword anymore either.
Be still! Be still!
So when we do that, we don't have the flame sword anymore.
Raining try harder! My turn! Here I come! Lightning thrust! Soaring light spear!
This is painful.
Be still! Soaring light spear! Dazzle! Soaring light spear! Dazzle! Soaring light spear! Raining slash! Blow away! Lightning thrust! Soaring light spear! Shockwave flash! It's on! Shockwave flash!
This is awful.
Soaring light spear! Lightning thrust! Soaring light spear! Eat dirt! Dazzle! Soaring light spear! Be still!
Tina, this sucks.
Lightning thrust!
It does.
Soaring light spear! Dazzle! Soaring light spear! Shockwave flash! Be still! Soaring light spear! Lightning thrust! Soaring light spear!
We got rid of one, yay!
Shockwave flash! Shockwave flash! Here I come! Dazzle! Soaring light spear!
Oh, we knocked it on the ground, thankfully.
Strike! Blow away! Dazzle! Soaring light!
Oh, that was way harder than it needed to be.
Alvin?
Frinwell.
What happened just now? Normally you'd be able to take that thing with your eyes closed.
Thank goodness you're alive. Are you all right?
Yeah.
I'm just glad we found you in one piece. You were the only one still missing. There's a village back the way we came from, Thistleim. Kisara and La are already there.
Frinwell. Where are we?
Ganeth Haros, Volron's realm. Remember?
Ushered by the waves straight to the enemy stronghold. A rare stroke of luck, it would seem.
Luck?
If Volron's here, that means Shion's close too, right?
Shion? Oh. Right. Of course.
Are you sure you're feeling okay? You seem a little off.
He's probably just exhausted. Let's save the catching up for when we're back at the village.
Yay, we got Tan Man to heal us some more. Wow, he's got a lot of stuff too. None of this is healing either. Oh, I need to finish these.
We won.
Yeah, we won, barely. Give me the fishies. There's an owl here. We'll get that after we take care of these guys.
Hi, Hoodle! Feel! More for the stockpile!
You're mine!
Thunder Field! Is it high? Just back it out again! Raging Cascade!
At least it shouldn't be as hard as it was last time.
Water Astral Energy!
Here I come! Be still! Catapult! An astral arch?
That's my cue!
Shut him down!
Photon
Here I come!
More
Shockwave flash!
Air Catapult! Light Axe dance in the wind! Feel!
Soaring light sphere!
I'll face you.
I'm not done!
Benediction light.
Shockwave flash!
Supernova!
This is cake work compared to doing it by myself.
Lightning
Be
Condemned!
still!
Thunderclap!
Ouch.
Lightning
Blah,
blast!
blah, magic!
Soaring light sphere!
Benediction light.
I'm on a roll!
Oh, I forgot I had double Demon Fang.
Illuminate the dark!
You're
Come
mine!
forth, holy glimmer! Holy land!
Double demon fang! Seismic rupture! Elusive
Photon
deity!
Raging Cascade!
Begin!
Blah, blah, blah,
Be
magic!
still!
Elusive
Here
deity.
goes!
Soaring light
Shading
sphere!
pile driver. Beckon into everlasting
Double
dark.
demon fang!
Negative gate. Resonate with the earth.
Raging
Stalagmite.
Storm! Celestial Runner!
I'm not done!
Ice Prism!
They still take so much damage, though. It's ridiculous.
Strike! Blow away! It's over!
Grind you into death.
Be still!
Blows now!
Soaring light sphere!
Light burst forth.
Radiant Genesis!
It was a close thing.
Indeed it is, especially when I have someone to heal me. Can I look at the owl? Oh no, the owl was there!
Speaking of Thistleim, it's populated by Danans, but they're not under the rule of any lord. Pretty refreshing, huh? The whole town was built by Danon defectors, escapees from elsewhere. This area's teeming with stray Zeugles, though, so heaven only knows how they managed to set up a community here. The ordeal seems to have left them understandably on edge. Kisara and La are back there right now, trying to convince them of our good intentions. Say, Alphen, it looks like you got your face back then.
Yeah. And your sense of pain, too, it would seem. Any connection?
Really? Oh, but that means...
Probably.
I wonder if Alphen's going to be okay.
For now, I believe we should hold off on speculation and simply keep an eye on him.
Right.
Alphen's not doing so good, is he?
You're saying we should check the Owl Forest?
Alphen has hit that depression stage.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hootle?
It's kind of a neat little village they got here.
Alphen! Boy, am I glad to see you safe.
Well, did you manage to convince them we're not in league with any lord?
Yeah, eventually.
When the ship sank, I thought we were done for. Guess the world just couldn't keep us apart.
Yeah. And now we can finally go rescue Xion.
There's something I need to tell you guys first. I got my memory back.
So, what did you remember? Are you able to tell us now?
Give the man some space, Law.
I remember being up on Lenegis.
Go on.
I was abducted from Dano. I was told if I ever wanted to return home, I'd have to cooperate. So that's what I did. Next thing I knew, they had made me into the Sovereign.
You mean to say you won the crown contest? As a Danon?
No. They kept me locked in a strange facility. They experimented on me, like I was nothing more than an animal. There were others, but only I survived. Of course, I wasn't really a king. The reality was that they treated me worse even than the lowest slave. The only reason I survived was because my body was able to withstand the Sovereign's power that they placed inside me.
The crest that appeared behind you on Almadria's ship must have undoubtedly been that of the Sovereign. It all makes sense now. Your affinity with the Blazing Sword, and the strange powers you possess, they were all because you were the Sovereign.
Okay, but why would the Renans go out of their way to give you all that power? Just what exactly does being the Sovereign entail?
They said it was for something called the Spirit Channeling Ceremony. They taught me how to harness my power for when the big day came. As for what the ceremony was actually for, unfortunately, I never found out.
So if what you're saying about being on Lenegis is true, then maybe you really did meet Shion. After all, you said you recognized her from somewhere, right?
But Shion said she'd never seen him before. How do you explain that?
I was wrong. It wasn't Shion I knew from Lenegis. It was Naori. She was a Renin maiden they paired me with during the spirit channeling ceremony. She's the woman I kept seeing in my dreams.
A maiden? What?
Wait, so this Naori figure just happens to be the double of Shion? Bit coincidental, isn't it?
Naori's family name was Imeris.
Imeris? As in Shion Imeris?
So they're distant relatives or something? Wait, or are they sisters?
Your guess is as good as mine. All I know is it was Naori. She's the one who put the mask on me.
The mask? But why?
To keep my soul from devouring itself over the guilt. After what I did on Lenegis. Over the lives I took.
Lives? You mean you staged a rebellion?
Perhaps it was a part of this spirit channeling ceremony?
I don't know. Whatever it was that the spirit channeling ceremony was supposed to achieve, it didn't turn out as planned. I lost consciousness halfway through. By the time I came to, Lenegis was a sea of flames. I opened my eyes to see Naori there, weeping. I shudder to think of how many deaths I caused that day. Certainly more than any of these lords can claim, I'm sure.
You really expect us to believe this? First the Sovereign, then Lenegis? You couldn't possibly have done all that.
I wonder. In ancient scripture, there is tell of a terrible calamity that befell Lenegis, nearly destroying it. The restoration took years, and required the work of countless laborers.
By ancient, you mean...
It predates the crown contest, to a time before even the first Renin invasion of Dana. More than 300 years ago.
300? But that'd make Alphen...
That's right. I'm pretty much an antique of a human being. Deep down, maybe I already knew.
Alphen...
Some hero, huh? Cooperating with the same villains who snatched me from my home, committing mass slaughter, only for it to slip my mind. Then, when I finally remember, turns out I'm so old I've got scripture written about me. So much for standing up to injustice. I've probably got more blood on my hands than all the lords combined!
Alphen, stop! Honestly, I'm not going to pretend to understand what all this means. But what I do know is that right now, you're just reacting to the shock. Listen. What you really need is time. Time to process things and get your head straight. Truth be told, I think that probably goes for all of us.
What about Shion? We can't just...
I'm worried about Shion too, Law. But it's clear that Alphen's in no fit state to fight. This is Volron, remember? Even at full capacity, it's practically a suicide mission. We stay put in the village till we're ready. Okay, everyone? Take some time to think things through, okay? But remember, we're all here for you if you need us. No matter how dark things might seem, you're not alone, Alphen.
Thank you.
It's fine. All right, everyone. Let's break for now.
Tina, Alphen is my, like, video game spirit animal. Old Man Alphen and Old Man Zero are the same.
Do I even have the right to fight? Do I have the right to go to Shion's rescue? What do the others think?
I just don't have scriptures written about me. That's the only difference. This village is so nice. Oh, there's just treasure floating in the water. Oh, I can't even get it. You know, it's a good thing we didn't lose Kisara, because we can still go fishing. There's got to be a spot around here to go fishing. I wonder if I can find the owl now or not. Probably not. No, that's okay. I don't want scriptures written about me. Tan Man, heal me.
You're certainly full of surprises, aren't you?
Trust me, it's not intentional.
Sorry, that was insensitive of me. Though, there's still an awful lot I wish I could understand. Every new piece of information seems only to yield further mysteries. The truth feels just as elusive as when we first started. I am well aware of where you got your powers. But why, as a Dahnan, do you bear the same crest as the current Renan sovereign? More to the point, why choose a Dahnan for their sovereign in the first place? And then there is the Maiden, a figure so powerful, she's playing yin to the sovereign's yang in esoteric ceremonies. And yet, I've never even heard of her. Then again, this all occurred 300 years ago. What if the term sovereign doesn't even hold the same meaning as it did back then? Listen, I may be a traitor among my people, but I am still Renan, born and raised. I learned the same history, listened rapt to the same tales. And yet now I feel like there was little truth to any of it.
Speaking of which, there's something else that I remember from the spirit channeling ceremony. It used the Renis Alma.
You're certain?
Yes. Or at least that's what they called it. Only you would know if it was one and the same.
Oh, I have never laid eyes on the real artifact myself. And you never participated in a crown contest. You're not even Renan. Many mysteries lay buried in these 3 centuries past.
3 centuries is more than several lifetimes. Was I really out that long?
Well, I'm only estimating based on historical record. But all the facts would seem to point that way.
Who the hell am I?
If I may be frank, we have even bigger fish to fry than that. By comparison, the far more important question at hand is, just what does it all mean?
Frank, huh?
Sometimes, we need a little help in addressing the truth behind our pain. Not to compete over lives lost, but I suspect your count is still somewhat beneath mine.
Thanks for lending me an ear. And sorry for being a bother.
Please, no thanks are necessary. The quicker you get back on your feet, the sooner we can all get back out there.
Jacob, Mom and Dad were crazy. They stayed there till 3 o'clock today. The Hith. I know Dad sold a tractor, but he didn't have me go in at all.
What do you see out there?
Zeugles. Strays by the looks of it. We unwittingly disturbed their territory on our way here, and now they're looking pretty riled up. So, feel like you're making headway? You know, sorting through things?
All I know is Shion needs our help. As for what happens after that...
Say, how did you get back down here from Lenegis, anyway?
I came down in a Renan starship. I have Naori to thank for that.
What happened to her? Did she come with you?
She stayed behind. Just as I wanted to get back to Dana and my people, Naori's place was with her fellow Renans, performing her duties as the Maiden. Neither of us asked for the power or roles we were given. I suppose we felt a kinship with each other in that sense. But even then...
Wait, so you mean it wasn't just Danans like you that Lenegis abducted? You're saying they forced Naori, one of their own, to serve against her will as well?
Even within Renan society itself, there exists a hierarchy. I don't think she was ever given the option to refuse. Despite that, she did everything she possibly could to serve her people. The very same ones I ended up slaughtering. And even after that, she still helped me escape back to Dana. She stayed behind on Lenegis to help any of her people who survived. I owe her more than words can express. A debt left to fester for what? 300 years? How do I even begin to make up for something like that?
In all honesty, you don't. You can't atone for what's happened in the past. I don't think anyone can. Be it several centuries ago, or just yesterday.
What are you saying? That I might as well give up?
I'm saying you don't have to be a white knight in shining armor. Back after my brother had passed away, it was you who told me that his dream lived on inside me. And you did the same for him, for Dohalim, when he was ready to give up too. You were there for both of us. You know what I heard? I heard you telling me to keep fighting, to strive no matter what.
Then I was out of line. I had no right to ask that of you.
No, you're wrong. Those words were exactly what I needed to hear at the time. In fact, I would go as far as to say that I wouldn't even be here had I not heard them. Left to my own devices, who knows when I would have been able to pick myself up. Besides, it's not like killing all those people was a choice that you made of your own free will, right? The truly terrible ones are the people who abducted you. The ones who forced you to wield that power. They're the ones you should be blaming. Not only that, but that guilt you feel inside, that's all the proof you need to know you're a good person, Alphen. Do you understand? If I'm still allowed to fight and keep on living, Then damn it, Alphen, so the hell are you? But, if you're still not convinced, then ask yourself this. What is it that you've really been fighting for this whole time? Go on, ask yourself.
What I've been fighting for, huh?
I'm assuming he sold the M5 111. And I went out to take care of the cats, and some of the drifts in front of my, like, the garage and the deck are up to my knees.
Alphen, are we gonna go rescue Shion or what? What's gotten into you, man? Aren't you worried about her?
Do I even have any right to be?
It's a tractor.
If you were in my place, you'd say, to hell with all that. What do you want to do?
Sounds like me. Pretending I have all the answers is kind of my forte.
Come on, man. Snap out of it. This isn't like you. Look, I get it. You finally remember your past, only to feel like you've lost yourself again. You're in shock, and who wouldn't be? Worse still, you blame yourself for what happened. And yeah, I don't agree, but that doesn't mean I don't understand either. But here's the thing. None of that's got anything to do with Shion.
I guess.
It's about Naori, isn't it? Look, you're still here, aren't you? Who's to say this chick isn't alive and kicking out there somewhere, too? Fine, I've said my piece. The thing is, though, where does this leave Shion?
My power consumed me once already. I left behind a path of fire and destruction. And the same thing could happen again. I can't guarantee anyone's safety, including Shion's.
So you think we might get burned up because of your sovereign powers? I can think of worse ways to go. Come on, fight this thing! What happened to the guy who talked to me after my dad died? The one who cared enough to reach out and save me? That's the guy I was proud to follow. Not this faltering imposter who's taken his place.
Law.
No, I'm serious. What's gotten into you, man? Just give me the word and I'll beat some sense into you if that's what it takes. Now, I'm gonna ask you this once and only once. Are you serious about rescuing Shion or not? What's it gonna be, Alphen?
What do you think? Of course I want to rescue her. Hell, I'd do it right now if I could.
So then quit griping and do it already!
Listen, you're probably right about all this.
Alphen.
It's exactly like you said. Whatever happened in my past has nothing to do with Shion. But there's still so much that There I go again. So much for the inspiring Alphen of old.
He could be a pain sometimes. Besides, even a hero has to let the cracks show once in a while, right?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Just give me a little more time to fill in the cracks. And thanks, Law.
Hey, don't even mention it. You've totally got this, Alphen. I believe in you.
I can't tell if it's still snowing or just blowing out there. It looks like both still. Even if I would have shoveled, it wouldn't have done me any good. It's all just blown right back in.
All this time, I thought it was the worrying about Shion and the pain bringing you down. I didn't realize you were lonely too.
I guess all of us are. In one way or another.
Yeah, but you've only just found out. I mean, no, not found out. Remembered.
To tell you the truth, I was actually beginning to forget I'd even lost my memory in the first place. Now that it's returned, well, you can see what I'm like. It's strange. When I think about Lenegis, it still feels like it was only a year or two ago that I was there. But then I realized what feels like years was actually centuries ago.
What about your hometown? Do you know if it's still there?
I doubt it. When the Renans invaded, the world as I knew it changed overnight. Even if the place is still there physically, I expect the people will be long gone. Certainly everyone I knew, at least. My family. My friends.
Yeah, I know how that feels. I have no home to return to either. No family waiting for me. I used to curse my bad luck that I'd ever been born a mage in the first place. Otherwise, if I hadn't, maybe my mother and father would still be alive today. Although if that had been the case, I guess I'd probably still be just another slave with no means to resist. I'd never have met up with you guys, that's for sure.
Have you learned to embrace your powers yet?
Nuh-uh. I resent them a little less than before, though. They've kept me alive this long, right? I try not to think about it too much. After all, who can predict what the future will hold? I guess what I'm trying to say is that with everything that's happened in your past, finding out you're the Sovereign and all, it's no wonder you're conflicted. Heck, honestly, I think anyone would be.
Rinwell.
First it was Shion, then it was me, and now it's you. All of us suffering, just because of some power we never even asked for.
Yeah. All this time you were suffering right in front of me, and I never even knew. I feel like I finally understand what you and Shion were going through.
You couldn't have known. Still, if you want to make it up to her, shouldn't we hurry it up and rescue her already? Poor Shion must be lonely, all by herself wherever she is.
Yeah, you're right. Let's get going. Back to the inn, I guess.
Yay, back to the inn.
Alfin! There you are!
What is it?
Zeugles, that's what! They're almost at the village gates!
Any closer and they'll be house hunting. I knew we shouldn't have cut through their territory.
That sounds bad.
Can you fight? No shame in bowing out if you're not up for it.
Kisara's right. You don't want to go overdoing it.
I'm up for it.
Really?
You ready?
As ready as I'll ever be. It's now or never, right?
Alfin, right! Great to have you back! Now let's do this!
This has a law. Bumbling fighter extraordinaire. What are you doing, Chappie? Huh? Resistance plus 10.
Look sharp, people. If we don't act fast, they're going to get into the village.
Right. We need to hurry.
Oh, there's still something else back here we can get? I thought we got this already. Which way am I supposed to go? Oh, up that way. Okay.
Remember, if the pain's too much,
We've all got our own pain to deal with. I'm done letting others pick up my slack.
Here they come!
Glad I'm not doing this one solo.
There's a firm no Zeugle policy. Fine by me. Let's get to work then.
Why did they take Tan Man out of the party. No, Law, you're out. Tan Man is in. We need him for healing. You don't heal.
Be still!
Its armor's too strong.
We've been smelling
to
Be my guest!
Yeah, and pummel it to me.
No escape!
This one's mine.
Soaring light spear! Double demon fang! Double demon
It's not even worth using my what used to be the flame sword attack.
I'm ready! Blow them away! Now!
Don't get in my way!
Soaring light spear!
I'll take it from here.
Well, Law ain't gonna heal us.
Deus Roar!
Ready and raring.
Sweet dreams!
No escape!
Air shot! Now!
Look sharp! Lightning tiger blade!
Alphen, you okay?
I'm fine. This pain thing really hurts, huh?
But hey, at least you're still alive.
It wouldn't be called pain if it was pleasant. It can be pretty useful, though. It's good motivation to improve and get stronger.
Guess I've got a lot of room to improve in that regard.
Anyway, I'm glad we could protect the village, especially after everything they've done for us.
Yeah.
You know, Thistleum kind of reminds me of home. The people here have hidden themselves away out of the fear of being found, always watching their backs. Though in the end, home was destroyed anyway.
That won't happen here.
Oh? Is that a hint of fighting spirit I sense?
Yeah. I won't lie. Some of these memories will take a while to process. But I've learned something, too. My rage, this fury I feel at our so-called rulers, it comes from having so much of myself stripped away from me back then. Friends, family, home. They took everything from me and left me with nothing but guilt. I was completely alone. At least that's what I thought. But not anymore. Since I awakened, I've met people who I care about. Friends who hold me up. Friends who make me feel like I'm worth something. And I won't lose that. Not ever again. I'll protect those bonds with everything I have. That's why I need to keep fighting.
But Xion comes first.
Of course. First we rescue Xion. Then we defeat Volron and liberate Dana. Everyone, will you fight with me?
Say the word and I'm there.
Certainly no objections.
Then it's agreed. Our next stop will be the capital, Pelegion. According to the villagers, there's a huge cliff separating Thistleum from the capital. Luckily for us, there's a path we can use to climb up.
Sounds like a plan. Let's go.
We don't know what lies ahead. We should prepare well before we venture forth.
Ooh, a quest.
Can't exactly fight at the top of your game when you're hungry.
Good point. Let's stop by the inn and plan our next move from there.
I should probably do that first.
By the way, how is Mahavar doing? Wait, don't tell me we still haven't found him.
It's not like we haven't been looking. I've covered the whole length and breadth of the coast, but
All of the other crew members are accounted for, including us. But we weren't able to find Mahavar. He's still missing.
I see.
Perhaps he couldn't bring himself to abandon the ship.
You mean at the bottom of the ocean? Damn it.
We don't know that it sank. We all washed up on the same shore. If the ship went down, isn't it strange we haven't come across a single piece of debris?
Do you think he might still be alive somewhere out there?
I think stranger things have happened. Whether he's alive or otherwise, we've exhausted all the avenues available to us. All we can do now is press on ahead.
Fine, let's get going. Thistlein was founded by Danans fleeing the tyranny of Renan lords, right? But when you first came, they must have known Dohalim was Renan. So why do you think they let us in?
they almost didn't. But it wasn't just Dohalim they were wary of. They didn't trust any of us.
Even the weird Danans just like them?
When you live life in constant fear of being pursued, it's only a matter of time before all outsiders start to seem a potential threat.
I suppose that makes sense. So how did you convince them to trust us?
You saw how destitute the village was. They needed food, badly. We hunted some Zeugles for them. That seemed to do the trick.
Of course, a little magic-assisted roast didn't hurt things.
Never underestimate a full stomach's ability to put a person at ease. It turns out a hearty meal can be a powerful weapon. Something's on your mind. You having second thoughts about rescuing Shion?
Of course not. Shion's our friend. Almeidrea was the one I hated. For as long as I can remember, she served as a symbol to me of everything Renan. But ever since getting to know Shion, I realized it doesn't make sense to group people together like that. Every individual is different.
I see.
Besides, the situation with Almeidrea was something else entirely. I'd already decided I wasn't going to kill her, but when I saw her die right in front of me, a part of me thought it served her right, that she'd gotten what she deserved. But another part regretted that someone else had come along and killed her instead. Don't get me wrong. If I had the chance again, I still wouldn't kill her. But it's not like I'll be shedding any tears now that she's gone. It's all so confusing. I don't know how to make sense of any of it.
Who said it had to make sense?
Huh?
Rinwell, you've done nothing wrong. You've started to question the beliefs you've held all your life. It's only natural for you to feel disoriented. You didn't give in to the hatred you felt for Almeidrea. You made a choice not to kill her. And that's significant, whether you realize it or not. As for what it means exactly, that might be worth taking some time to figure out on your own.
Some time.
Or don't, if you don't want to. It's just an idea. I'm still searching too, remember?
No, I think you're right. It can't hurt to keep searching after all. And hey, thanks, Kisara.
Alright guys, should I make hot chocolate tomorrow or warm up some milk and use one of the chocolate bombs I got for Christmas?
Why?
Damn it.
What?
Is that so?
I don't know if I want to make both.
Okay.
Great job.
Tina, we gotta bowl twice next week.
I'll teach these small fry who's the apex predator of these waters. Just watch and see.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves now.
I guess we're having fish for dinner tonight.
I know there's an owl around here somewhere. Maybe I can't get it yet? We are gonna rest up. No, Wednesday and Thursday. You make it sound like this is some, like it's a job or something. Ooh, that's cool. It looks like a bat. That looks like a wizard's or a pharaoh's staff. It is. It's a cobra. And this looks like a pylon or a Greek pillar.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
No. Oh, we don't want 11. Then we can rest. Did you see the colors? If it's colored blue, I can't make it.
Looks perfect and tastes just as good.
So I literally made the best for everyone that I could. Because if it's blue, like these top three, I cannot make them. I don't have the equipment or the stuff to make them. I literally can't make anything else for anybody. Could I make this one? No, I don't have an ice stone. And this one, I don't have this. I don't have the other piece.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hootle?
Where is this owl at? Where is it? Yeah, blue means I don't have enough materials to make it. I literally can't craft it. Where's this other owl at? Oh, there it is. He's got a star.
Hmm? You're saying we should check the Owl Forest?
We can do that later. Right now we have the AXP boost from the cooking.
I think Hootle senses an owl around here.
Gotta break through. Take this. Flaming meteor.
Law, how did you get back in the party again?
Soaring light spear. Try harder. I'll stop its charge.
Thanks, Kisara.
Soaring light spear. Watch this. Double demon.
You do not heal like the Tan Man does.
You picked the wrong fight. You're mine.
I'm not gonna lie, it sucks not having the flaming sword anymore.
Take this.
You miss Shion already?
Lightning thrust. Soaring light spear. Your turn. Hurricane thrust. Soaring light.
We will be as soon as we get Law. Sorry, buddy, you're hitting the bench.
Everybody okay?
We're all right, Alphen.
Oh, this is a way you can go?
It feels like I'm melting.
Calaglia was pretty hot, but at least the air there was dry. Out here, it feels like I'm trying to walk through thick soup.
I can hardly breathe, it's so stuffy. And don't get me started on the insects. You hanging in there, Hootle?
It's brutal, all right. I can feel my energy being drained away just by walking. All this vegetation makes it hard to keep an eye out. Keep your wits about you, everyone. And watch you don't keel over while you're at it.
What's needed at times like these is a relaxing hot spring. That would soon help us adjust.
And where do you expect us to find one of those?
What about you, Alphen? All that gear, and you hardly seem to be breaking a sweat.
Yeah, I guess when you've lived a life devoid of pain for as long as I have, even feeling hot and bothered could be a welcome change.
Well, lucky you, I guess. Just don't expect us to carry you when you pass out.
There is no hot spring. Yeah, you know what there is though? Hey,
what do you think about that spot?
Good idea. I'll go for
we
that
haven't caught the piranha. Yes. Do we have the Ganath Harrow's piranha one? We do, and it likes triangle and
Where
X.
should I cast my line?
Right there where the bubbles are. There's no
Time to try a
piranha in
different
here,
spot.
actually. We don't want it. Wait, what else? Oh, we're missing a catfish. Oh, you're trying to trick me, game, with the multiple catfish here.
All right.
Give me the piranha next time, game. Tina, I'm gonna be too tired from bowling twice next week to stream on Friday. Oh, Kisara's left-handed.
Looks like I hooked a pretty rare fish.
There certainly are a wide array of fish on Dana.
Yay, we got that one. We need the piranha and the pike.
Yeah.
Thank goodness the rest of them don't like the triangle version.
I've got something.
Yes, it is. When you carry your team like I do, it is. It is exhausting putting the team on your back. Whoops, I screwed that one up.
She's got a good size to her, all told.
I can't believe you caught that with a rod. Amazing.
It's such a pretty colored fish. So the last one we have is green pike. Do we have one for green pike? We don't. We'll have to come back.
Everything looks fine with the lure. All right, let's do this.
Suppose I can try it. It is stressful.
All right, once more from the top. Yeah. Time to try a different spot.
Pike wasn't in there either. Go away, stupid catfish. We want the pike.
Reel it in.
And you know it's late when I get home and I'm old. I need my beauty sleep. So don't blame me if I fall asleep next Friday.
That's not a fish I see often.
So what's it to be? Grilled or broiled?
Yay, it looks just like the real thing. Well, that's everything for this area.
Is that the Zoogle we were told to dispatch?
I think so. Do we just have to do 2?
Little help!
Here I come!
Can't get out of this!
Simeon Pet.
I shall feel you where you stand.
Ouch!
Now you've got it ticked me off.
I didn't realize it did that much damage, or I was even that low.
Double Demon Fang!
Time to hit. I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare Demolisher!
Take this!
I am in my 30s.
Here I come! Double Demon Fang!
Glacial Heart! Hurricane Smash!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
We're still standing. Barely.
Man, this place is thick with foliage.
I know. It feels like we're going to be swallowed up by all these plants if we stay in here.
Indeed. I much prefer the forests in Menancia myself.
Not that I don't agree, but maybe now's not the best time for Elda Menancia Pride. what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it. I'll leave it to you.
I miss not having the flame sword.
Here I come.
Hurricane
Shockwave
strike.
blast.
Look sharp.
Dazzle.
I'm nearly done for.
Dazzle.
Dohalim, heal me! I need healing. Ouch.
In a bind?
Here I come. Dazzle. Soaring light spear.
The arts of being interrupted.
Take this.
On your
Shockwave blast. Time to let it rip.
Not that it does me any good. I can't use the flame sword anymore.
I'll be saving this one.
Soaring light spear.
Appreciate the help.
Dazzle.
Their arts were interrupted.
Soaring light spear.
Benediction light.
Hurricane strike.
You're mine.
I'm gone.
It's over.
That's it. Power it up.
He who prepares
Here I
is free
come.
from regret.
Dazzle. Soaring light spear.
Benediction light.
You're mine. Shockwave blast.
Flaming meteor.
Look at how much healing Dohalim uses.
Soaring light spear.
Shion doesn't use this much.
I felt better, that's for sure.
Right, here goes. You're mine.
With the earth.
Blew away. You picked the wrong fight. Here I come. Be still. Soaring light spear. Here I come.
A charge like that could easily be
Be
fatal.
still.
Just as well, I'm here to
Soaring
stop
light
it.
spear.
Light.
This one's mine.
Armor won't save you. I'll
This
think
one's
no further.
Plenty left.
Here I come. Shockwave blast.
Dohalim, stop! You're using too much healing. Ouch.
Soaring light spear. You're mine. Be still. Soaring light spear. It's over.
They recover from being broke so fast, too.
Dazzle. Soaring light spear. Tear. Soaring light spear.
I feel sprightlier than before.
Rice, I know we needed that. Jesus. Every couple steps there's enemies.
This one will be difficult to predict.
Look sharp.
Eat dirt.
Air pressure. Resonate with the earth.
Here I come.
Take this.
Piercing roar.
Benediction light.
Armor won't save you.
I don't have
I owe
much
you
left. Hurricane
Take
strike.
this. Here I come.
Go in.
Double demon fang.
Denied.
Double demon.
Maybe I just need to stand super far away.
Hurricane strike. Look sharp.
Double demon fang.
Snap repeat.
Double demon fang. Double demon fang.
I'll face you.
I was hoping not to have to use one of these so fast.
This should do it. Double demon fang. Be still.
These guys are so annoying. Oh my god.
Eat dirt.
Hurricane strike. Going in.
Double demon fang.
With the earth.
Going in.
You're mine.
Hurricane strike. Going in. Hurricane strike.
My turn.
Nothing gets by me. This one's mine.
Elusive deity.
said, they recover from the broken status so fast.
In an instant! Impact clock!
Together, there is nothing that can stop us.
Indeed. As one, we are unrivaled.
And that is our greatest strength.
My God. Does there have to be 3 of them guys consistently all the time?
There it is. That's our target.
I like these guys.
No choice.
Going in.
Resonate with me. Take this.
Hurricane strike!
You're mine!
This one's mine.
Hurricane strike! More where that came from!
We already got this one beat up already.
More for the stop!
Dazzle! Lunar Bongo!
Steel force!
Soaring Light Sphere!
Benediction light.
It's over!
Breaking
You're mine!
Tiger blade!
You're finished!
Only glimmer!
Lightning thrust! Soaring Light Sphere! Double Demon Fang! Here I come! Sharply flash!
Going in.
Double Demon Fang!
Can you take it?
Take this!
Here.
Frozen!
Hammer.
How much longer will our healing arts last?
Not very much. I don't feel like dealing with you guys.
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
Oh, I can't go through there? Looks like you should be able to. Oh, silver chunk. We can sell that.
There are still so many creatures we don't know about.
Have you been writing stuff down about what we fight?
Yep. It's actually pretty fun to observe them from afar.
Nah, we don't need to cook. Oh.
Dohalim, care if I hang out for a while? I wanted to ask you something.
I'm all ears.
How much contact did you have with the other lords back in the day?
I only saw or exchanged words with them on a handful of occasions. Not that I was particularly keen on even that much.
Almadria made it sound like the two of you had some kind of history together.
She was like that with all of the lords, not just me. She was always interested in who she could use, who had value for her own ends. Having said that, she wasn't quite so brazen back when we were still in Lenegus. In a sense, she may have been a victim of the crown contest as well.
Almadria? A victim?
To a Renan, there is no greater honor in life than being chosen to serve as a lord, let alone to go on and become the next sovereign. We are taught that from the day we leave the womb. There are few Renans who wouldn't be ecstatic at the prospect of ascending to lordship.
You were like that though, right? You've always struck me as a more grounded guy.
No sane Renan would ever dare admit that their interests lie in anything but power and prestige, even if they feel so in their heart of hearts.
The more you talk about it, the more it seems like the crown contest is nothing but misery for Renans, too.
Which is why I seek to end it. Not that I imagine Danans such as Rinwell are all that interested in hearing tales of woe such as mine. Do you mind watching our camp tonight?
I'm gonna go turn this question so we get more monies, because we're low in the monies department again.
Once we finish eating, we should get going.
Whoops. I hit the wrong button.
I think Huro senses an owl around.
I'm very aware of that. We'll get that taken care of, though.
Here.
Hello, sir. We've taken care of the Zoogles.
Okay.
Okay. Yes!
What?
She's so offended. You what?
Dohalim.
No.
Dohalim, I'm going to look into some seasonal fishing spots.
By all means.
Leave the preparations to me as well. I'll bring the rods. Would you prefer your fish served grilled or raw?
I'll, trust your judgment, Kisara.
Well, if there is, I don't know. I suppose you could just go in and out of areas and collecting the rocks, because you do eventually get some ores, like the one I got a silver chunk that you can sell.
I think Huro senses an owl around here.
No, no, thank you, friends. I didn't think I was gonna get caught up in it.
Best.
This one, illuminate the dark! Come forth, holy cliff, holy land!
No, thank you. I don't feel like fighting these guys right now. Oh. You could fish too, because there's fish you can sell in the game. I suppose if you just went for that specific one.
Gotta break through. You're mine. Eat dirt.
On guard!
Elusive deity.
In here!
Resonate with the earth. Double demon fang.
By the way, Tina, I'm getting my butt kicked on the game I'm playing on Steam.
I'll stop its charge.
Thanks, Kisara!
Double demon fang.
Holy land! I can do it all day!
Denied. Glacial fire.
Blow away.
Tiger blade.
You're mine. Dazzle.
This down. Your orb.
Double demon fang.
Total War Warhammer 2.
This one's all mine. Elusive deity. Double demon.
I literally have the best units I can get, and they just get steamrolled.
Onward and upward.
Like, I look away for 2 seconds, and my whole line is just destroyed and crumbled, and my troops are fleeing, and...
Retreat if you know what's good for you.
Oh, I don't have Shion for this! The flying guys.
You made me angry. That was a bad idea.
Can you take it?
The guy's literally just pulling rocks out of his pocket. He has a backpack full of rocks, basically. I even have dragons in my army. The enemy has dragons, and my dragons just get, like, routed instantly. And they take on, like, 300 of my troops, and my troops are just destroyed.
This one's mine.
My exploits are bearing fruit.
Oh, just some tomatoes there. Where's the other owl at?
Gotta break through. You're mine.
Like, even the guy that just has skeleton units kick my butt. I'm lucky I flanked with my Phoenix and dropped a whole bunch of fire on top of it.
That's what my shield's for.
Another incantation.
I'll leave it to you. Double demon fang.
In a vine?
Here I come. You picked the wrong fight.
Can you take it?
I'm ready.
Light burst forth.
My turn.
Benediction light.
Shockwave flash.
Heal. No art of being interrupted.
I have artillery, I can shoot at him from miles away.
Double demon fang. Double demon fang. Double demon fang. In an instant. Impact claw. My turn. I'm not done. Lunar Rondo.
Everlasting darkness. Negative gate.
Blew away.
Let's refrain from losing.
Where's this owl at?
What's up?
Once we get to the mountain, the terrain won't be easy. We should rest up here before pressing on.
But what about Shion? She's waiting for us.
All the more reason to conserve our energy.
Huh?
It's not only the mountain. Hard though that may be, it's a pittance compared to what follows. Namely Volron. We wear ourselves out now, or worse still, get injured. We might as well show up gift-wrapped. Right, Kisara?
That's right. Besides, Alphen still hasn't fully recuperated yet.
I'm fine. Don't stop on my account.
Oh, really? Well, in that case, it's me who wants to take a rest for a while. Does that suit you better?
A little bit.
Oh, it gotta be up here then, somewhere. Yay, a rest spot!
So, Alphen, 300 years, huh? Care to share the secret to such a long and healthy life?
I wish I knew. Once I left Lenegis, the next thing I remember is waking up in Calaglia. Everything in between is a blank.
You mean there are still gaps in your memory?
I've heard of starships with devices that can stave off imminent death by putting their passenger into a deep sleep. They're usually only intended as a temporary solution, until proper treatment for an ailment or injury can be obtained.
You think he might have been asleep in that starship for 300 years? But why? What would be the point?
Might this Naori have had a hand in it?
What do you mean?
If she's Renin like you say she is, she would have understood how to operate the starship better than yourself.
You're saying she deliberately put me to sleep for 300 years?
Dohalim, that's a bit of a leap.
Forgive me. I spoke out of turn. I'm merely thinking aloud, that's all. Shion and the maiden Naori. After 300 years, it's not unreasonable to suspect they may be related. Shion is nearly the perfect image of her, yes? She also just so happens to be connected to you. Is it merely a coincidence?
Like I've told you a million times already, I wouldn't know.
Well, if you're absolutely certain that it couldn't have been Naori, then I guess I must have been mistaken. Complicated machinery can sometimes break down or have failures. Sorry for being presumptuous.
Hold on a sec. Alphen, you said the mask was to placate you, right? To keep your guilt and rage in check? And you were wearing it the whole time you were asleep, right?
I guess I must have been.
So that's 300 years you were wearing it. It's just a hunch, but do you think that the mask might be...
The reason he lost all his memories?
All but a select few strong ones, so deeply ingrained in his psyche that he saw them in the form of dreams. It's not completely out of the question.
In which case, maybe it was the mask numbing his sense of pain, too.
It's certainly possible. As for how, I wouldn't know, but the dampening effect on his psyche could have manifested itself physically as well.
I'm sorry for snapping at you back there. It's thanks to you that I feel like that we're finally getting somewhere with all this.
No apologies necessary. Reading others' feelings has never been my strong suit.
So he finally admits it.
I really hope Shion's okay.
I get why you're concerned. But if you don't rest when you can, you're going to regret it.
She's right. We need our rest to conserve our strength.
Yeah, you're right. Thanks, you two.
No problem. We'll save Shion. I know we will.
I'll see you again tomorrow.
Oh, we don't get an option to choose who we're going to talk to. That's a different kind of throne.
Alone. I'm all alone.
Let's go. We don't want to keep Shion waiting.
I always hear you muttering to yourself whenever we're in battle. So, just what are you saying?
Why do you want to know? Does it bother you or something?
Not really. It's just the way you talk is sometimes kind of creepy. So I was wondering if you vent your frustration through your magic. Are you yelling, "You stupid jerk," or something like that to pump yourself up?
What? No, that's not what's happening during my incantations. I'm just focused, So I match my tone to fit the mood of whatever I'm trying to invoke.
Invoke?
How do I put it? Basically, the elemental astral energy behind each art, I guess.
Astral energy? Hold on, are you saying you can talk to astral energy?
Not exactly. But if I put emotion into what I say, it's easier for me to properly cast my arts. That makes sense?
Kind of. Okay, so if you can talk to astral energy, then you can ask it to, like, predict the weather or find secret treasure?
Wait, you don't really think that, do you?
Or you can ask it to send down lightning to where there's bad guys lurking and...
May lightning condemn those who bear false! Thunderblade!
Ah! What are you doing? You almost fried me with that!
I just asked the astral energy to send down lightning where there were annoying boys.
I definitely feel like that's something Tina would do.
I don't know what to do. Things can't go on like this.
What do you mean?
Ah! Oh! It's you, Rinwell.
You were talking about me, weren't you?
No, I wasn't. I've just been thinking about some things.
Really? How unusual.
Cut it out. I'm being serious here.
Sorry.
I was thinking about... You know how I used to work for Ganabelt back when I was in Cyslodia?
Yeah, of course. You were brought in after the Snake Eyes killed your friends, right? I mean, you had to.
Right. I used to have nightmares about it when I fell asleep. But lately that's been happening a lot less. I don't know how to feel about that.
That's a good thing, isn't it? You should be happy.
Yeah, but... I did a lot of terrible things back then. And I'm scared I'm starting to forget what I did.
Okay, so let me just get all of this straight. You think you'll forget everything if you stop having those nightmares? Why?
Because... You know me. I'm freaking stupid.
But it sure doesn't sound to me like you've forgotten.
Oh, yeah. But still.
I don't think those nightmares going away means you've forgotten. Maybe it's a sign that you've come to terms with what you did.
Come to terms? You mean like Alphen with his past? You think that's what's happening?
Yeah, I do. You're pretty amazing, Law.
I am?
Yeah. Not all of us have figured out how to accept our pasts. Least of all, me.
Rinwell.
Well, Hootle popped up here, so I thought maybe they were here. We can always do that towards the end of the game, too. I was going to ask if there was a legend in League that used lightning, but I remember and I refused to use that character.
That's what we're going to climb?
The villagers managed it on their escape from the city. We're going in the opposite direction, but where there's a will...
There's always a way, right? And it looks like we're out of options. Let's grit our teeth and go.
Aren't there any other legends that use
Is
lightning?
it just me? Or does Rinwell suddenly seem much more comfortable around Dohalim than she used to?
I noticed that too. When the two of them came and found me together back on the beach, I could hardly believe my eyes.
It's not like we had a choice or anything. Law and Kisara had to hang back to convince the villagers we meant them no harm. More than that, though. There are a lot of things I've still got to come to terms with regarding Almeidrea. But I guess I'm through making snap judgments based on someone's origin. At least, I'm trying to be. I guess you could say it's a work in progress.
I see. You hear that, Law? Sounds like all that hard effort wasn't for nothing.
Yeah.
That's got to be reassuring to hear. Right, Dohalim?
Not being subjected to unwarranted suspicion is certainly welcome.
Yeah, that long-winded way you have of talking, though? Not so much a fan of that.
I think that's more of a personality thing than a Renin trait.
Really? In that case, I won't have to feel guilty getting annoyed by it.
Well, it's close enough. Volibear is is actually a cool character though too, who doesn't get picked very often.
A little help! Not in your dreams!
Take this!
It's a duel beyond!
Here I come!
Hey, one at a
Blow
time!
away! Here I come!
Thunder
Shockwave Flash!
Elude now!
Doubling! In an instant! Impact Claw! We work well together.
Finally timed waltz.
Raging
Soaring Light Spear!
Celestial!
Resonate with the earth! Eat dirt! Here I come! On your knees! Blow away! Shockwave Flash!
Now!
Kisara! All yours, Kisara!
Now! Here I come!
Does that start next weekend, by the way?
Lightning away!
Or is it 2 weeks still?
Resonate with the earth! Double Phoenix Fang! On your knees!
Lightning shield! More
Strike! Raining Slash!
You know, if it starts next week on Friday, we might have to skip stream to watch
I
it.
feel stronger. I mean, a bit.
Good. We're counting on you, Rinwell.
On me? Well, I'll do my best.
Crap. This injury hurts more than I thought. Shion, sorry, but could you... Oh. Right.
Next Wednesday, ooh. That means I can watch it on Friday.
See what you've got.
Try harder! Now!
Sleep now.
No further!
More for the stockpile.
This one's all mine! You picked the wrong fight!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
My turn!
In the wind.
Shockwave Flash!
Going in. One more.
What is this move? Is this like a counterattack move or something?
Iron Cleaver!
Yeah, it is.
It's over!
Get on in there with the others.
Soaring Light Spear! Elusive Deity! Soaring Light Spear!
Going in.
Double Phoenix Fang! Take this!
Going in. Lightning shield.
Shockwave Flash!
Tiger blade.
Double Phoenix Fang! Doubling! In an instant! Impact Claw! We work well together.
Like a finely timed waltz.
Holy glimmer. Holy land.
Iron Cleaver! It's over! Soaring Light Spear!
Do you think Hui will be one of the guys that gets banned right away?
Looks like we came
Or be
out on
top of the ban
We just need
list?
to make sure we stay there.
Right. And without totally overdoing it.
He looks pretty good from what I've seen of people playing him.
You're mine! It's over!
Not in your dreams.
Eat dirt!
Astral energy. All right.
I shall provide assistance.
I can't believe you're not gonna cheer for Fear X.
They're all coming after me.
I'm coming, Redwell.
I'm totally fine. Here goes.
Dazzle!
Hurricane strike.
Throwing light spear!
Celestial hammer.
Double demon fang!
Look shot.
Elusive deity!
Hurricane
Piledriver!
strike. Tempest swirl.
Dazzle!
Long flight.
Soaring light spear! Here I come! Here I come!
Time to
Resonate with the
earth. Stalagmite.
Here I come! Be
Here
still!
goes.
Lunar Rondo! My turn! Soaring light spear!
Negative gate.
Make it rain!
Wow.
Not
Look
NA.
what I just found.
NA needs to go to the best of 3 format before they learn anything.
Coming through.
Hurricane strike. Don't mind if I do. Going in. Lightning orb.
Shockwave flash!
Bet
that shell's hiding something tasty.
Get on there with the others.
Can you take it?
Elusive
An astral art?
That's my cue.
Shut him down!
Come get me.
All back in their defense.
Glad you have your use.
You picked the wrong fight!
I'll show you how useful I can be.
Double demon fang!
Going in.
Try harder! My turn!
Yeah, they need to get rid of that best of 1 format
Everlasting darkness.
because it doesn't really teach you to change anything if it didn't work the first time. Or if they ban the heroes you pick.
I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life.
Everyone hanging in there?
What's this thing?
NA just doesn't want to be good, apparently. They want to stay mediocre.
Gotta break through!
Like moths to the flame. Going in. On guard.
You're mine! Pissed off! Be careful, everyone! This one isn't normal! You're mine!
Going in. Tiger blade.
Why wouldn't NA just go to best of 3 then?
We managed to turn the tide.
For now. But things could shift at a moment's notice.
You're right. Better stay alert.
Everlasting shot. Negative gate.
I've still got a ways to go!
The only thing NA knows how to do is hand out money to players, and then that's it, and still suck.
I shall ensure you survive this.
Here I come! Shockwave flash!
Not in your dreams. Going
You're
in.
mine! Shockwave flash!
Sealed.
I mean, I thought NA did pretty good at... They did alright at Worlds. I mean, one team did. keep forgetting I have a counterattack for that. I need to get rid of it.
You don't mess around.
Certainly not.
It's over. Soaring light spear. You're finished. Be still.
Oh, that was good, that cast, huh?
Be still. Light spear.
How many of these guys are left?
You picked the wrong. Those are impressive skills.
They took a lifetime to master.
No, keep training.
I'm ready. Double me. In an instant. Impact claw.
I've been doing really great lately.
They want even less practice. Well, there's a good way to farm money. There's 13,000 right there.
I've never stood so close to a waterfall like this before.
I bet it'd feel real refreshing to take a shower underneath this water.
You're welcome to try, but that water pressure would likely crush you to a pulp.
Oh, Dohalim, way to be a crusher of dreams.
Hi, Hoodle.
Here I come.
This one's not in your dreams.
A new melody. Shockwave flash.
Hey, one more time.
Carve through one.
Dance in the wind. Air flow.
You're mine.
Light after
Shockwave flash.
It's almost too strong.
Split it open. Be my guest. Shockwave flash. Be still. Negative gate. Soaring light spear. Here I come. Spin left. Light burst forth.
Radiant finish it. You don't mess around.
Oh, thank goodness we got that off. I didn't think we were.
Here I come. Tempest Flow.
Tornado drive. This one's all mine. I'll hit you. Elusive deity. Double demon bang.
Ready for it. Don't mind if I do.
Resonate with
Illuminate
the
the dark. Holy land. I can do this all day.
This one's mine.
Shockwave flash.
Make it right. You're really strong, Alvin.
I'm just trying to do the best I can.
Still, it's reassuring to have you around.
I'm ready.
Let's get you
Light burst forth.
Radiant Citizen.
Do you think they'll ban Hui, though, or not?
Good to know my training is paying off.
Oh, there it is.
Seriously?
Oh, you don't think he'll... Hasn't he been out for a little while?
No further.
Look sharp.
Take this. Shockwave flash. No armor can stop me.
Remind me to stay on your good side.
Hold on to your arch.
You're mine. Flaming thrust.
Is that a healing art?
It is. I can't ignore your pain. I'll try to be more careful.
It's too much.
This one's shattering
us pieces. Attack the air pressure. I will carve through armor.
One more.
Lightning condemn.
Look sharp.
Come one, come all.
Illuminate the dark.
Shockwave flash.
Holy land.
Shockwave flash.
This one's mine.
Oh, shoot. I didn't see he was even charging one.
Here.
Shockwave flash. Enough done. Negative gate. Soaring light spear. I'm ready. Light burst forth.
Radiant Citizen! You don't mess around.
Can you take it? No escape.
Dang it, he got up. Well, who do you think will be top of the ban list? You know, I've always forgot to ask, what does the crown thing do for Azir? I always remember them saying they built the crown for Azir, but what does it do?
Coming through. You're finished. Eat dirt. It's over.
This one's mine.
Shockwave flash.
Look sharp.
Double demon fang.
This one's mine.
You really don't need my help, huh?
Nonsense. Who else will cook and clean for me?
Damn it. I should get my trap shot.
It's on.
You're really, really strong, Alvin.
I'm just trying to do the best I can.
Still,
I'm ready.
Green Sturdy had you.
All yours, Kisara.
I know, but I only remember him talking about crown with Azir.
I'm practically unstoppable.
I always thought the mages, it seemed like they went with Death Cap, not the crown.
Get behind me.
Take this. You're finished.
Don't mind if I do.
Negative gate.
Illuminate the dark.
Did you see this coming?
You picked the wrong fight. Try harder. Now. Iron cleaver.
How do you like being pounded into shape?
Shockwave. Shockwave flash. I'm ready. Light burst forth.
Radiant Citizen! You don't mess around.
There, that one hit a couple of them.
Raging Cascade!
Might have to use one here. We were doing pretty good. Wow, that's 100%?
Seal! Let's get you on the
Now see what I can do.
Double demon fang.
Elusive deity.
Don't mind if I do.
On guard. Can you take it?
Double demon fang.
Alright, it's just time. Raging Cascade!
This one's all mine. Dazzle. You picked the wrong fight.
Elusive deity. Rotating fire.
Double demon fang.
I think we can get through this.
Don't let up until it's over.
Who said anything about letting off?
I like how we can knock him out of the arena.
Illuminate the dark! Come forth, holy glimmer, holy land! Maybe show Kisara a little kindness, huh?
She is strong. She can handle herself.
You can be really dense still, Helene.
This one's mine.
Double demon fang.
Lightning orb!
Elusive
deity! More with us now!
Double me. In an instant. Impact claw. We work well together.
Like a
I
finely
can't believe that doesn't hit both of them. And I keep forgetting that I have that as a counterattack.
Shockwave flash.
Thank you.
On guard.
Now! Frozen!
Hammer.
My exploits are bearing fruit.
We got some good equipment.
I can't say its appearance is to my tastes, personally.
Who gets that then? I gotta test something. I don't remember if it was right here I could do it. Must not have been.
The design of this equipment is really interesting.
You must really like it, Alphen. How much farther?
I don't think we're even halfway there yet. Hang in there.
Not even halfway? Are you serious?
That's no reason to give up now.
Yeah. Just gotta buckle down.
That's the spirit.
No choice. Double Demon Fang!
Yeah, I never quite understood what it did, because they'd always talk about, you know, building crown for Azir, but that was it.
On your knees. Double Demon Fang! Air Pressure!
Aw, too shy to come over. Here.
Eat dirt!
Raging storm!
He was the only one I ever remember anyone talking about actually building crown for.
My turn! Iron Cleaver!
Light now!
Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang!
Now! Take this!
You wanna play? Come in!
I owe you one.
I'll smash you!
Going in.
Holy land!
Being interrupted.
Well, we might have to use,
This should do it!
Let me free you of your power.
Double Demon Fang! Try harder! Double Demon Fang! Double Leap! In an instant! Impact Claw! We work well together.
Like a finely
I only remember anyone ever talking about it on Azir, though.
Do you know Renins and Denins are being played out?
Tell me,
Sweet power flowing through me.
you'll be able to help even more people now.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I will.
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
I always loved the sound of hammers banging away.
You know, I never understood what the AD and
I'd
AP
like to
meant.
check their wares if you don't mind.
Well, we know if there's a spot here. We're probably facing something we don't want to be facing here.
What is this place?
What's AP? Attack protection?
Careful. We've got company.
Doesn't look like we're getting past without a fight.
Watch your feet. Fall from here and it's curtains.
We're just trying to get past. Get out of our way.
Save your breath!
What?
While that thing seizes a talking meal!
Then let's show it how wrong it is. Is it trying to stop us?
Hurricane Flash!
Soaring right clear!
On guard!
Exploit the enemy's weakness.
Benediction light.
This is where we could really use Shion.
This one's mine.
Eat dirt!
One more.
Try harder!
A charge like that could easily be fatal.
Be
Just
still!
as well, I'm here to stop.
Soaring right clear!
Look sharp.
Purge malevolence. Arcane waterfall. Freeze lancer. Dance in the wind.
Hurricane
Steel.
Look sharp.
I'll be saving
Double
this one.
demon fang!
Look sharp. Igneous discharge.
Benediction light.
Double demon fang! I can carve through armor!
Tempest whirl.
Ew, it's puking up goo.
Double demon fang!
Wind astral limit.
Double demon fang!
Lightning energy. Lightning condensed. Thunder blade. Illuminate the sun. Hurricane flight.
Double demon fang!
One more.
Benediction light.
Dance in the wind. Its wings are lighting up.
It's getting ready to attack!
It's in your hands now.
Air clone. Dance.
Wow, Doholim, way to just stand there and tank it.
Such tremendous power.
Don't face it head on.
Hurricane steel. On guard. This will come in handy.
Double demon pistol!
Doholim, you kind of need to heal, buddy.
You got this one covered. Banana, let's go. Hit.
Double demon fang!
Benediction light.
Heal!
Press. Meteor.
Double demon
Arcane
fang!
waterfall. Freeze lancer. Dance in the wind. Switch now.
Armor won't save! Knock it into next week!
Benediction light.
Thunder field.
Lightning thrust!
Heal!
All right.
Soaring right clear!
It's showtime.
Igneous
You're mine!
Illuminate the sun. Blah, blah, blah. Magic. Holy land.
I'll grind you into dust. This one's mine. One
I'm
more.
not done!
Elusive deity.
There we go, we got some good damage in there.
Go get him.
Oh, ability power?
Illuminate the sun. Magic is in. Holy land. Illuminate the dark. Come forth. Holy glimmer. Holy land.
No further!
Take this!
This one's mine.
Hydration orb. Illuminate the dark. Come forth. Holy glimmer. Holy land.
How do you like being pounded into shape?
Forgive me. This is my fault.
Unique.
Hurricane flight.
Eat dirt!
Tempest
This
whirl.
one's mine.
Resonate with the earth! Double
Fire.
demon fang!
Here's meteor.
I'm ready!
All yours, Kisara.
Man, I hate not having Shion heal me.
Try harder.
What the heck just hit me?
Try harder. My turn. Shockwave flash.
Benediction light.
do. Shockwave flash. Double demon fang. Elusive steel. Double demon fang. Double demon fang. It's on. Double demon fang.
Yes, yes, keep doing the spit attack.
Right. Still anyone's fight.
I've used too much.
You picked the wrong fight.
Who prepares is free from regret.
Double demon fang. Shockwave flash. Shockwave flash.
Hurricane strike!
I'll thank
Going
you.
in! One more!
Double demon fang.
Radiant Ring!
Armor won't save you!
You're mine.
It's getting stronger.
Switching up its movements. Watch out.
Resonate with the earth!
Shockwave.
The enemy is going all out.
I'm ready to go!
Air pressure.
Illuminate the dark. Come on.
Ouch, I did not see that.
Illuminate the
We're gonna have to use one.
dark. Come forth. Holy quiver. Dance in the
Double
wind.
demon fang.
Air thrust.
Everlasting
Gohan
shield!
Magic is
Double demon fang. It's on.
I'm ready to go!
Double demon fang.
Down.
Stay away from my friend. Double demon fang.
Shattering pieces! Attack time!
Wide open.
It won't escape me!
We gotta get Kisara up or she ain't gonna get anything.
Outstanding effect!
Totally. In an instant. Impact claw.
Oh. That was
Funnel like
painful.
that. I'm impressed so many people from Thistle made it through here alive.
Who's to say there weren't a whole lot more of them who didn't?
Well, at any rate, it should be a safer climb now that we've cleared the way a bit, right?
No. So long as people feel the need to face terrain this perilous, I'd say true safety's some way off.
You mean defeating Volron and putting an end to the crown contest, right? I guess that would be the best solution here, huh?
We've wasted enough time here.
Why?
Let's get going. Shion needs us.
You dislike it and that's the role you want me to play? Can we camp here now? No, we can't. That's the direction we need to go.
Hey! Are you insane? What the hell were you thinking? I thought we were gonna die!
To be bold and act with conviction in times such as these.
Did you know it was gonna be safe before you jumped? Because I sure didn't.
More or less. I figured there would likely be a basin here akin to most such waterfalls.
Don't just make people jump off cliffs on a hunch.
Oh, that's cool.
How long has it been since I last went this hungry?
How are we still not there yet? It feels like we've been climbing this mountain forever.
It helps if you try not to look up or down. All you need is silent determination. Talking too much will only waste energy and burn you out.
I'm too tired to look up or down, even if I wanted to.
Take care you don't fall, at least. Unless you want to make a Zoogel's day, that is.
Zoogles? Why would they care if I fell or not?
How would you feel if a 3-course meal fell right out of the sky at your feet?
Zoogle chow.
Law? Best not to listen to him if you can help it. You'll only be encouraging him if you do.
Tell me that before I listen next time.
Still, Dohalim has a point. One wrong step and it's curtains.
Wouldn't it be great if we could all fly like Hootle? I bet even the refugees who didn't make it would have made it to Thistleum that way.
Until we magically sprout wings. Let's just watch where we're stepping instead, okay? Come on. Shion's waiting for us.
You know, it's kind of funny. When I watch people play just like regular pubs, you never see anyone place wards or anything like that. Nobody places wards to see if
We're climbing a considerable height.
they're getting ganked
It's
or
only
anything.
natural that it will take some time.
That's not the problem here.
We are getting closer to the top, aren't we?
You've just got to keep your spirits up, Brimwell. Positive thinking is everything.
No, just casual games.
We finally reached the top.
My limbs feel like they're about to fall off.
Already? You kids need to train more.
She's right. We don't have time to catch our breath.
Someone's got a lot of pep in his step.
Bot games I could see. Especially on the dumb bots. Like, what are the odds the dumb bots are gonna gank you?
The enemy wields arcs too.
We'll soon see about that.
Couldn't make it in time.
Eat dirt!
I can do this all day.
You're mine! With the earth! Shockwave strike!
On your knees.
This one's mine.
I'll smash you!
Why would they not ward? Do they just run in?
No more Midnight Girl.
All in order.
Tiger Blade.
Double demon fang!
More where that came from. I'll take it.
I know they didn't talk about it in.
How you handle this. Deus Roar. Water Astral Energy.
I mean, I know they don't teach it to you in the tutorial.
Feel my power growing!
That's what I always thought. It's like, shouldn't having vision be important?
Kisara a little kindness, huh?
She is strong. She can handle herself.
You can be really dense, though, Helene.
Make it rain!
All yours, Kisara.
We did it!
Magnificently done.
I can carve through all these!
Sleep
Going
well.
in!
Double Demon Fang!
Going in! Ground and pound!
Supernova!
Double Demon Fang! Double Demon
The tide of battle has turned in our favor.
Then let's keep pressing the attack!
Indeed. But remain ever vigilant.
I can't hold on much longer.
Down!
Now!
You're on!
Kisara! All yours, Kisara!
Not a chance! Soaring right clear!
Illuminate the dark!
Eat dirt!
Holy glimmer!
You're
This
mine!
one's mine!
Down!
Prepare to be sealed!
Finish!
Deity! Begin!
Hurricane Thrust!
Dance in the
Not the fair!
Now!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade! I lack the energy for healing arts. That treasure. What a sweet-sounding ring it has.
You really think so? We did it. We've reached the top of the mountain.
About damn time.
Who do you think could be the
My
top
knees are
jungle
singing
picks then?
symphonies over here.
Look! There it is!
That's it. That's Pelegion, the seat of Volron's power.
So that's where Shion's being held?
Most likely.
Most likely.
That is what I said, yes.
Pelegion's still our best lead. So that's where we go, right?
Any advice before we head in there?
No.
No?
In the ancient tongue, Ganeth Heros means Fortress of Naught. Though I fail to see what insight that nugget of trivia holds.
I guess I just thought you might have something we could use.
Since Volron became Lord, the only thing this realm has been known for is its shroud of secrecy. It is Volron's stronghold. All else is incidental. Just keep in mind that you can't be too careful inside.
Speaking of which, just how are all of us planning to get inside exactly?
It's not like there are any secret passages.
We've come this far. If there's no other way in, I guess we'll just have to use the front gate. Volron told us to come find him, which means he's expecting us. Let's do this the old-fashioned way.
Oh, and we
Water on
finally
now.
got to a spot
This
we
place
could
has a
heal.
most curious atmosphere.
I'd be taking a dip in it if the circumstances were better.
Sorry, but we have to push through for now.
Man, what a
Shion's waiting.
sweet looking
Yeah,
place
I
before
hear
the
ya.
city.
A soak can wait.
I sure hope nothing bad's happened to Shion.
Keep those thoughts to yourself, Rinwell. Everyone's anxious enough as it is.
Sorry. It's just... I can't seem to stop thinking about it. What do you think it is that Volron wanted with her anyway?
Going by what he said back on Almadria's ship, it would appear his primary target is Alphen. Though, it's likely he hasn't forgotten the blow he sustained at Shion's hand either. That might even be what ignited his interest.
Yeah, did you see the way he reacted? It was like he was enjoying every moment. Even his pain at Shion's thorns. Oh, that guy's just creepy.
Let's just hope he's keeping his perverted tendencies in check.
What? Law? Don't say things like that.
It's not like we weren't all thinking it.
That's still no reason to...
All right, you two. Now that's enough already. Alphen shouldn't have to grit his teeth while he listens to you.
Oh,
Sorry.
Oh, finally, we can camp out. That is a really long climb getting back up here.
I swear I've seen that castle somewhere before. Right. I remember seeing it from the cliffs in Calaglia, across the sea.
You mean Volron's castle?
yeah, that must have been it.
Geographically, it would make sense. It's most certainly large enough to be seen from afar.
Back then, I had Shion and Zephyr with me.
Well, we haven't lost Shion. We can still get her back, you know.
That's right. I won't let Volron take her away from us.
Is there one that heal after battle small? Oh, that's Shion's. More dropped items.
This looks perfect. Guaranteed to hit the spot.
Rinwell, mind if we chat a little? I noticed you haven't been training Huda lately. Is he doing okay?
Yeah, he's fine. He's been catching fish with Kisara, and he seems to be adjusting his diet on his own, so I'm not as worried as before.
Maybe that's his way of pitching in, so you don't have to do everything for him.
Yeah, maybe. I guess at some point he started taking a shine to everyone too, just like they did to him.
You sound like you're okay with that.
Yeah, more than okay, really. It feels natural having Hoodle and everyone around.
I know what you mean. We all support and take care of each other in our own ways. It's starting to feel like we're almost a family.
Huh, I hadn't thought of it like that. So does that make you everybody's dad?
Do I really look that old to you?
Huh? You don't like that? Okay, how about you be the big brother? Shion is the big sister, and Kisara can be our mom.
Well, then how about Dohalim for the dad?
I don't really get that kind of vibe from Dohalim. He's more like an uncle. An old uncle, who's too preachy and snarky for his own good sometimes. And as for Law... Well, Hoodle took the little brother role, and Law's definitely not the dad. This is hard. Oh! Law can be the pet dog!
A dog? Do dogs really count as part of a family?
Of course they do! If an owl can be part of our family, so can a dog. When you think about it like that, we have a pretty fun family.
Yeah, a pretty big one as well.
That's why I like it so much. I wish we didn't have to do anything dangerous. I just want to keep traveling the world with you guys the way we are right now.
You okay?
Oh, it's nothing. Actually, I think I'm gonna go practice with Hoodle for a bit.
Well, that shows what she
Hoodle,
really thinks
let
about
me know
Law.
if you sense anything.
Law is the pet dog.
Another day, another Gald.
I don't want Shion to get mad at us for dragging our feet.
Alphen?
She's the one that's kept us on track. Picked me up when I was down.
Sure.
I just thought she'd always be there.
I forgot how big this area is before the castle, too. Or the city, I should say, not the castle.
Little help!
You're mine!
Now you see what I can do!
Flaming meteor!
Begin!
Tempest?
Look sharp!
Shockwave
On the
blast!
way!
Illuminate the tear goes!
Double demon blast!
Being interrupted. No armor can stop me!
Leave the enemy's arc to me!
No complaints here!
I'm ready!
Hey! Ha!
Blow them away! Not a chance!
Well, I got rid of one of them.
One, come on!
Tina, did you notice Jared isn't here again? He even got to leave work early today.
Sleep now.
I'm ready. Take this. Shockwave Flash.
Hurricane strike. Make it rain.
In an instant. Impact Claw. We're a pretty lethal combination, aren't we?
What can I say? I had a good partner.
Doesn't look like there's anything out there. I doubt it. He hasn't even messaged me in quite a while.
Let's see what you've got.
On guard.
Ready.
No further.
Look sharp.
Oh, these ones can run rings around.
When he's gaming, he never replies. Or if he's watching VTubers.
Easy and snaring to me.
This one's mine.
Can you take it?
Soaring Light Spear. Take this.
Aw, too shy to come over. Here.
No, I don't think so. It's just Jared.
There's more where that came from.
Like I said, he hasn't replied back to me in quite a while either. He'll get back to me at like 3 in the morning and say, I forgot to look at my phone.
Now you see what I can do.
It's almost too strong.
Split it open.
Be my guest.
This one's mine.
Eat dirt.
One more.
The enemy wields arts too.
We'll soon see about that. Raging Cascade!
Lightning Thrust.
Air thrust! Photon strike!
Lightning Thrust.
I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare Demolisher. Igneous Scimitar.
We managed to turn the tide!
Look sharp. Lightning Tiger Blade.
Probably both.
Good to know my training's paying off.
Like I said, I'm sure he'll get back to me about 1 or 2 in the morning and say, I forgot to look at my phone. Ooh, there is stuff back here.
I'll do my best. Look sharp.
Don't mind if I do.
Hurricane Thrust.
Supernova!
Soaring Light Spear.
Up and at 'em! Let's go!
Hurricane
Lightning
Shockwave Flash.
going in.
Thunderblade!
Take this.
Illumination!
Hurricane
Glad you have your uses.
An astral art?
I'll show you what you like it be.
Dang it, he recovered too fast again.
Soaring Light Spear. In an instant. Impact Claw. We work well together.
I wish you would have hit the other. Where'd the other one go? Oh, there it is.
All yours, Kisara.
Well, looky here.
Oh, there is stuff back here. I need to loot Tina because I'm low on a lot of items. And monies. I don't think there's anything back here right now. We made it a fast travel point, but there's nothing back here. I like how it's raining. I am surprised though, Jared and his brother actually made food. They didn't order food.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
Can't tell. Does it look like there's an item there? I don't think so. There are rocks over here.
Going in. That's it.
Supernova! Raging Cascade!
Sharply flat!
Mine!
Lunar Rondo!
Big waterfall!
Soaring Light Sphere!
I'll be saber ready!
I'll stop its charge.
Thanks, Kisara!
Demon Fang! Go time!
Going in.
Alright, it's showtime!
Now I can let loose!
Tiger blade.
Hurricane strike! Blah, blah, blah!
Going
Double
in.
Demon Fang!
That's it.
Illumine now!
Totally! In an instant! Impact Claw! We work well together.
Like a finely timed
still.
waltz.
Shield! Soaring Light Sphere!
Begin. On guard.
Double Demon Fang!
Astral energy!
Well, I don't blame you.
Double Demon Fang!
Energy!
Time to shine.
Hydration orb!
Leave the crush up to me.
Elusive Genie! Totally! In an instant!
You know, I would have picked up some of those Nongshim noodles if it wasn't for them being all spicy.
We're a pretty lethal combination, aren't we?
The beef
can I say?
flavor
I
wasn't
had a good
spicy, but the beef is not my favorite flavor. Oh, a silver chunk. Nice. We need that. We can sell that. No, we didn't make it. I mean, I suppose I could have done that. I could have bought it and not added the spice packet. And then I hit the wrong button to run. Oh my goodness. Hey, new fishing lure. It's just what I've always wanted. Oh, look at that right there. Yes.
Hey, what do you say we fight that shiny man?
This one will be difficult.
Mushroom? I would definitely not be eating the mushroom one.
Double Demon Fang!
This one's
Like I said, they had spicy shrimp, but I would not be eating the spicy shrimp or seafood.
We work well together.
Like a finely timed waltz.
It's almost too strong. Let it open. Be my guest.
Tiger blade.
Lightning thrust.
This one's mine.
Light spear.
Beckon into
Double demon
Make it rain.
Grimwell.
light burst forth.
That is expensive. I never looked to see how much they actually were at the grocery store.
My exploits are bearing fruit.
The ones I found, they were actually in like the bowls though. Well, they were in the packets or the bowls. You could have got them in either
We seem to
or.
have come across something a little This one will be difficult to predict.
No further.
This'll come in handy.
You know, they had good old Maruchan on sale.
You picked the wrong fight.
Go in.
Demon Fang.
Shield and light.
Do back.
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Shockwave flash.
This'll come in handy.
Crescent moon.
Raging cascade.
Shockwave flash.
I was too early on the counterattack.
Tiger blade.
Benediction.
Soaring light spear.
You must be tired of healing me. I'm merely doing what I can. Right run up,
You're finished. Heal.
Look sharp.
Soaring light spear.
Can't get out of this!
It's on. Double demon fang.
Look sharp.
This shiny one's got a lot of health.
Rotating pile driver.
Hurricane strike.
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis. I think I'm getting stronger.
There's the really cheap ones that just say cup noodles on them. Those ones are bad. That has like the corn and stuff in it. There's like no flavor in those whatsoever. Ah, darn it, we ran out. Oh, there's stuff in the water over here, too. There's so much stuff here. I'm sorry, Shion. I have to loot everything. I have to.
A fish! You saw it too, right?
I did.
You're still not done fishing yet?
Uh,
Boring.
You need patience to fish.
love to? I don't think I've seen a lure for any of those.
There's a nice breeze here.
I don't have a lure to catch anything here. No! I have been betrayed by the fishing.
I'll do my best.
Double demon fang.
Appreciate the help.
Usually when we go fishing, it's like 100 degrees out and really humid.
Elusive deity. Look sharp.
Eat dirt!
All back in their defense.
Glad you have your uses.
I'll show you how useful I can be. Now you see what I can do. Elusive deity. Rotating pile driver.
Photon, dance in the wind.
Elusive deity. Rotating pile driver. The enemy wields arts too.
We'll soon see about that.
Resonate with the earth.
We could go ice fishing. Wouldn't that be fun? Sitting outside when it's 20 degrees out on a bucket, waiting to catch fish.
Let it rip!
All yours, Kisara.
Yeah, we could go ice fishing. Drill a hole in the ice and sit there and wait.
I'm ready for the next battle.
Alright, once we get to the city here, that'll be a good place to stop for tonight. I know. We'll rescue Shio next time.
In the water's edge, I see but for a moment one Ganeth Harros.
I hate to break it to you, man, but what you're saying isn't deep at all.
Yeah, you guys have tents.
Gosh, the castle's even larger once you get close to it.
What's that shining thing up top? A spirit vessel? It feels creepy, like it's watching over everything.
You think he knows we're here?
We'd best assume as much, yes.
What we have to do is simple. Just beat Volrun and rescue Shion. That's it.
Try not to work yourself up too much. We have a lot of city and castle yet to traverse.
Mind if I join you, Law?
See you guys tomorrow. I feel pretty refreshed after that sleep.
We're almost there, guys. Don't let your guard down.
I'm excited just thinking about us barging through the front gate.
Halt! Are you Alphen and his companions?
Why would you think that?
You are the only ones scheduled to arrive, and there are no unscheduled arrivals in Ganeth Harros. So I'll ask again, are you Alphen and his companions?
We are.
Then pass. Lord Volron is expecting you at Castle Delpharis.
Well, suppose it's rather nice of them to roll out the red carpet for us.
So we're supposed to meet him in there? What do we do now?
Let's see how things look around the city first. Then we'll make our way to the castle.
Not a slave in sight. Where is everyone? There aren't even any soldiers.
Something feels off. I don't like it.
Like the fact that the enemy could ambush us at any moment? Yeah, not crazy about that either.
No, not that. Something else.
That must be Volron's castle up ahead. I suppose we just walk right up to it then?
That's what the guard from before said. Now, if we only knew where they were keeping Shion, we could try to...
That's it!
Hmm?
That weird feeling. It's not just that the city is empty. It feels like no one lives here at all.
Now that you mention it, it does feel strangely... artificial. Think maybe it's a district just for the Renans alone?
With all this open space, seems unlikely.
Huh?
Hey! You guys! What's going on? What was that about? They were Danins, right?
That wasn't normal. Wait, you don't think it could have been the fruit of Helgen, do you?
No, they seem too docile. What about astral energy? Could you sense any coming from them?
No, and I'm pretty sure I could tell if it was. If not that, though, then what?
Speaking of which, it didn't look like there was anyone guarding them either.
They were headed for the castle.
Alright guys, I'll get us to the castle here. And then we'll be done for
I have a bad
tonight.
feeling about those boats.
I get what you mean. It didn't feel like those folks are just commuting to work.
The waterway they're floating on appears to lead to Del Faris Castle. If we follow it, we may learn more about what's taking place here.
So, any ideas what the deal was with that boatload of weirdos?
Your guess is as good as mine. They looked like Danin slaves, but beyond that...
This city is grander and more beautiful than any other we've been to, yet...
I know what you mean. From the architecture right down to the people, something feels off somehow.
I've long maintained one can glean a lot about a ruler from their city. Considering how unsettling this place is, I'd say I wasn't far off the mark. Despite its surface layer of majesty, walking around inside, it feels more like a hollowed-out ruin.
I say we follow after that boat. If we're lucky, it might be in the mood to give us some answers.
Man, this place gives me the creeps.
Law, your legs are shaking.
What? Liar?
Just kidding.
You...
I've seen ghost towns that were more alive than this city. Where the hell did all the Danons and Renans go? Shion. There's nobody here either. Looks like the only building up ahead is the castle. But...
No good. It's a dead end.
I don't relish our chances climbing. Or breaking through, for that matter.
And yet, this seems to be the only way inside. Take a look around. There must be a switch or something to...
What? What is it this time?
Look! Over there!
Alphen!
Astral energy? But then... that means...
Snap out of it! Can't you see what's happening? You're being deceived! Please stop! You'll die!
Damn it!
Bull Run is killing you! You need to run! Please, get off the boat!
What just happened?
We're being summoned.
Summoned? By that murdering monster?
It's all a demonstration designed to provoke. To prove to us, no, to Alphen, just what he's capable of.
Kidnapping Shion. Killing all those people. If it's just me he's after, then why hurt them?
Why do all this just to get at me? You hear me, Volron? Answer me!
Alphen, this is not your fault. Don't give this to him.
I know. And I won't. My hands are stained with blood. But even so, if we're going to stop that bastard, then I need to keep going. Let's move.
Damn it.
How awful. All of those people in the boats. Do you think they had any idea what was going to happen to them?
They did a damn good job of concealing it if they did. You ask me, the only thing on their mind was following orders.
And I bet I can guess who from. Volron.
The only thing they knew was mindless oppression right to the very end. What kind of purpose is that? Living only to die at your master's whim?
Being a slave means having your whole life stolen from you. In the worst cases, quite literally. That bastard will get what's coming to him. I'll see to it he does.
Is this what I think it is? Those people, they were all...
He's sick. Sick and deranged.
Remember this well. This is the true face of who we're up against.
Still, if it's not Fruits of Helgen he's using, then how do you think Volron goes about controlling all of them?
They didn't look like they'd been threatened, but they didn't look like they understood anything either.
It could be something else, like a potion perhaps. But frankly, I doubt it.
But that would mean they're following Volron out of choice? But why?
Nothing bolsters a despot's authority more than loyalty. Loyalty is advantageous for any ruler. For Volron, it means acolytes willing to give their lives for him. As for whether they did it willingly or not, I'd say they're merely puppets dancing to their master's tune.
But to the point where they'd give up their own life force? Is that even possible?
You just saw it for yourself. And think back to when I was your lord. If I'd asked you to sacrifice yourself for some cause, would you have?
Dohalim.
My apologies. My words got away from me again.
No, you're absolutely right. The only difference being that you never demanded such a thing. You wouldn't.
All lords are masters in the art of manipulating their subjects' hearts. Whether they use fear, torture, or various other methods, the outcome is the same.
Fear.
No wonder there's no remaining signs of a resistance force in this place.
Shion!
Wait! Something's not right.
Shion. We came to save you. It's okay now. Shion.
Lies.
Oh boy, this will be quite a cliffhanger to stop on, won't it?
Dark astral energy here. Far too potent to be the work of a single individual. It's possible Volron's manipulating her. We cannot tell from this far away. We'll need to be much closer.
Only to do that, first we need to get rid of the thorns. So we fight fire with fire! Unless you have a better idea.
This one's
Alone.
mine!
I'm all alone.
Shion!
I can't die. But I also can't live.
Shion! Shion! We're coming for you!
I gotta get rid of this art quick.
You down this time? Ah! It's the pain I feel. It's nothing compared to what you're going through. I won't let you go again. I can take whatever you give me. So please, open your eyes. Shion! Take this! You're finished! Can you take it? You picked the wrong fight! Be still! Crescent Flash! Soaring Light Spear! On your knees! You're mine!
Crescent
Not a
move!
chance! Air pressure! Not a chance!
Tiger Blade! Hurricane Strike!
Shockwave Flash!
Going in!
Crush! You're mine! Flaming Thrust!
Stalagmite!
Crescent move!
Be still!
Tiger Blade!
Well, we found her, Tina. Now what?
This one's mine!
Tear! The Tempest engulfs you!
Piercing roar! Hurricane
Shockwave
Strike!
Flash! My turn! Destruction! No escape! Take this! This one's all mine! Soaring Light Spear! Not a chance!
Masterpieces!
You're mine!
Time
You're
to shine!
finished! Crush!
Look sharp!
Here I come! Shockwave Flash!
Round
Be
and
still!
pound! On guard!
Soaring
Indian
Light Spear!
discharge!
Now! Destruction!
Hurricane Strike!
Take this!
On guard!
It's over!
This one's
Destruction!
mine!
Seismic Rupture!
The thorns just keep growing back. If this keeps up, then...
Please wake up, Shion! Come back to us!
I'm alone. Alone? I'm completely alone.
You're wrong.
Elfin!
She thinks we left her all alone. She can't see us or hear us. All of this. It's because I pulled away from you. Because I couldn't hold on to you. Shion. But you're not alone anymore. Law's here. And Rinwell too. Kisara. And Dohalim. And so am I. Believe me when I say, you are not alone. So please, don't give up on us. We will bear your thorns together. I swear it. Shion.
Alvin!
How many times do I have to tell you? Not to be so careless.
There is no more time for us to rest.
Let us finish this. I entrust this blade to you once more. Hey, Alphen?
What is it?
While I was away, what did you do?
I missed you.
Alphen. But after what happened because of me...
I got a glimpse of the real you. It was worth it. You could say the pain is some kind of reward.
Some reward. You sure all that hurt hasn't done something to your head, too?
Hey now.
Is it just me, or are they...
It's been a while. They're just happy to see each other.
I know. I mean, it's fine.
We all express ourselves in different ways. Leave them be.
They should get a room.
Yay, we got the best healer bag! Oh, and we got a new gun. And a new outfit. Oh, that's the one she was in.
Shion.
Thanks. I'll be okay. Let's go. We have to take Volron out.
Right.
Those things that came out of Shion are her thorns, right? She said they're made of dark astral energy.
She did. But those thorns are no astral art, and she cannot control them. Such immense astral energy, too. Just what are her thorns, really, I wonder? I suppose she might have an answer, but isn't yet ready to talk.
Shion.
My astral arts are coming along quite nicely.
Coming along? What do you want to do with them?
Oh, you know. Sprout flowers from the tip of my staff, suspended in midair.
So you want to be a street magician then?
Dohalim's fighting style is... what's the word I'm looking for? Subdued? No...
Do you mean elegant, perhaps?
Yeah, that's the word. For better or worse, you can definitely tell he's cut from posh Renin cloth.
And he's not just skilled with the staff either. He can also use astral arts, including healing ones. I can see how he made it to the position of a lord.
You flatter me. But my fighting techniques merely come from a style that aims to conserve energy by minimizing body movement.
Is that why you wait until the last second before you dodge attacks? To avoid unnecessary movements?
No, I do that to sharpen my senses. I find that doing so is an effective means of drawing out my innermost strength.
Oh yeah, I've noticed you look stronger and strike out with your rod more after you dodge attacks. Guess that's why.
Still, it's a risk. Don't you ever worry you'll dodge at the wrong moment?
Then, it'll be just as well.
Huh?
It's nothing. Let us continue.
So, the Sovereign, the Renis Alma, the fate of Lenegis 300 years ago? Yes. That is a lot to take in, isn't it? I never realized the weight of the burden you were carrying.
I could say the same.
The person you kept mistaking me for, it was Naori, wasn't it? So, what do you think? Could I be her descendant?
It seems likely. You two do look very similar.
Kidnapping Shion, mistreating slaves, and who knows what other terrible deeds. Seriously? These so-called lords just think they can do whatever they like.
I am deeply ashamed to be one of their kind.
Sorry, my bad. I didn't mean you, Dohalim.
Do you think Volron could have been behind what just happened with Shion's thorns?
I'm not sure. If it was bait he needed, kidnapping her should have sufficed. Perhaps he had some other purpose in mind.
Her thorns aside, as a hostage, surely it would have made more sense to keep her close at hand. So why did he leave her unguarded?
If getting rid of Alphen was Volron's only priority, then he could have ambushed us directly. It's not as if he lacks the power. He chose not to, which means he's toying with us, prolonging Alphen's suffering as much as he can.
But why? What does Volron specifically have against Alphen? Is it because he's leading the Dahnan rebellion?
Possibly. But try to see it from Volron's perspective. He'd do anything to win the crown contest, correct? Knowing that the true Sovereign already exists somewhere is bound to ruffle his feathers. Have your paths crossed before, Alphen?
Only when I've been with you guys.
In the end, we just find more mysteries.
What isn't a mystery is how badly we're gonna beat this creep up once we find him.
What a simple and straightforward person you are, Law.
Way to give us a heart attack. I wasn't sure how that was gonna pan out for a while there.
I'm just glad everyone's safe. Really glad.
What about you, Shion? How are you feeling? He didn't do anything to you, did he?
The last thing I remember is being back on the ship. Back then. Seeing Alphen's pain return to him the moment he touched me. It brought me back to my childhood. The fear in people's eyes whenever they were around me. And the next thing I knew, darkness was welling up inside me. It was smothering me. I couldn't see anything anymore. I was all alone.
Shion.
You're okay now. You're safe, Shion. We're here with you. You're not alone any longer.
Thank you.
Alright, I do think that is a good spot to stop there. I didn't leave you on a cliffhanger. We got Shion back. We get to go beat up on the last Lord in the next portion. Well, I might go do some training in the arena first. Do the solo portion so that way I can get another sphere grid for him. But sorry about that. That is it for Old Man Zero tonight. He is tired. So I will catch you next time, and I appreciate you all stopping by yet again. Have a wonderful night, you two.